Hey, welcome everyone. It is GleeCon, and I'm back with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. On our last episode, we talked about the next to last chapter in the Dungeons & Dragons journey that we've been on, a book called Dark Factions, and we discussed just a final little smattering of monsters, and we're almost done. One episode left, which will be our very next episode, and then we are finally done with all the Dungeons and Dragons stuff. We've also been playing through World of Warcraft Classic with Shal'Aceir, so stay a while on your side as we jump right in with her. Last time she ran around and she helped a guy protect his son, or daughter I mean, not protect her, but to rescue her from being sick. We also did some killing, as is par for the course. Trying to remember exactly what we had to kill. Oh, we ran through the Stone Talon part and we killed some poor wyverns, or whatever they're called. Basically wyverns, the lion, scorpion, bat combo things to get their venom in, and also dropped off a couple breadcrumbs throughout Stone Talon. And that was pretty much our episode. We find ourselves now in Darnassus because I would like to just take a peek at what we can do in terms of new characters for our girl. This is Clockmort's Essentials. I'm guessing that's a Gnomergon quest. We have the space. We can pick that up while we're here, and then that's the only thing that's really available. So sure, let's start there. We'll go pick that quest up. And I don't necessarily think that we have to do that with all of our people. This will just be getting that out of the way. Yeah, I think this one will be fun. I'm looking forward to continuing this journey with our girl here. This time today, we have that coming up. Yeah, we've got some furbolgs to kill. The next step in the Tower of Athalex quest is ready. Here's Malthael. Name sounds very familiar.
A gnome friend, Clockmort Spannerspan, sent word to me from Ironforge. He tells me he needs help on a dangerous but essential mission into Gnome Regan, the once great gnome city, now contaminated and filled with mad gnomes and their devices. I must stay here, but my heart aches to help my friend. If you can go in my stead, then I would be much indebted to you. You may find Clockmort in Tinkertown, in Ironforge.
So I do think it's neat there that you have a night elf that is so close to a gnome that his heart is aching because he wants to help him so badly, which that's pretty neat. I forgot about getting a little speed buff here by switching to cat form. That seems like it's just a breadcrumb, so nothing that will be too bummed if our other characters miss it, but it's nice that we picked that one up here. And sure, when we do Gnomergon, that can be something we pick up. We do have to come back here to the Crafter's Terrace when we're done, because we have... Yeah, see, even with this, she's still not done with heavy linen, and I think she's moved on. Like, she might miss the bandage train. There just might not be a realistic way that she can catch up and do bandages. I mean, maybe. Maybe she can learn wool bandages at this point, and that'll help get her there. We'll see. We'll try. It's really going to be what can I afford right now. Alright, so here is a reagent vendor. Do I have anything I can sell? Yeah, sure. Let's sell some of this. This can help us get a little bit more. We got to read that note. But you know what? I'm going to sell that. She's too much in need of gold. Yeah, we got to look at Tyrannus' journal too. See if that's anything worth selling. Cooking's in great shape though, so that's good. Alright, that's okay. Here's our druid trainer. Let's see what we have. So she is now level 24. So we have... Oh, Nature's Grasp. She that requires level 18, but she doesn't even have it because I don't have that skill. She can up her thorns, which is nice. Feral is where it's at, so we've got some things to look at in Feral. Is that 2 gold? Removing curse would be nice, and upping our regrowth would be nice. Alright, so let's first begin with the Feral and see what she has. So, a rake move. It gives a combo point. Does 19 damage. Let's go see what we have here. So this does 27 damage.
What brings you here?
Okay, whereas Rake does 19, but then it also gives another 39 over 9 seconds, so it seems like that's a good one to get started with a combo. So, like maybe we start with a... We start with the Rake, then we can, and it only costs 35 energy. Then we switch over to the Claw, because that one will be bleeding out. We just reapplied the dot as needed. Okay, gives us a little bit more in our combo. I kind of want thorns if I can help it too. Swipe rank 2, this is the bear form, so that one we'll come back to because she doesn't do it. Tiger's Fury. Oh, it increases damage done by 10 for 6 seconds. So again, it's like a sort of like a dot, so it should be part of her rotation. What a weird, interesting move. Now, how much money does our energy cost? 30. So yikes! It's like, do we do? I almost feel like we'd have to look and see what people have saved to know. Do we do that first? Does that break stealth when we do it? You know what I mean? Is it 1 second cooldown? Like, that's nothing. Like, this should almost be the first thing in the rotation. Huh. Maybe we roll something like this. Because this starts to become expensive. 30, 35. Then we only use Claw as it becomes necessary. Of course, leading with Shred. Because if that breaks, if this doesn't break stealth, we can lead with that. We're going to find that out real fast.
I am honored.
Okay, so the bear form becomes less important to me. Thorns, upgrading thorns is very important. We definitely want that. Okay, so that's the only one of those we can really mess with. Because that will give us from 6 to 9 damage now. So our thorns is up. That's important.
Be with you.
Can't do the Nature's Grasp. It's not very expensive, but it's 86 copper. Swipe will come back to if we have enough at the end. Regrowth. I feel like her healing's in an okay spot, but I would like remove curse. That's cool. So we'll drop 36 silver off there. So it looks like we probably can afford everything. So her remove curse can go at the end with her. So now she can get rid of poisons and curses, so she just doesn't have diseases.
Greetings.
Good. That's a good spot. Then regrowth. Picking that up. So now she'll have 240, 274, 249. So just pretty solid upgrade. There you go. So if you look, we just can't quite afford swipe. Maybe if I sell some things, but then I'm going to be in a spot where I can't. Yeah, so actually now it costs more than Healing Touch. So now it's almost like we want to go in this order. Because this one will hit the hot at the end too. Yeah, but it doesn't heal enough as much as a big heal in the beginning. Yeah, it's interesting. This one will ultimately heal like 500, so it'll heal a pinch more, but it's like pre-healing over time. Okay, so do I have... Can I get like 10 more silver somehow? Let's see. Well, she's fine on clam meat, but stacks of clam meat give her 160. So let's go ahead and we'll sell the milk and the clam meat. Okay, so we'll clear all that out. That gets us to... We still need about 6 silver. Okay, if we sell these... Okay. Not ideal, but she can make more. That's what she does. Alright. The sharp claw. Because rage potions... Actually, she doesn't even have a recipe for rage potions. She needs a little... I would really love to sell... Okay, we have these two. Sure, sell those. So that gives her a little bit there. I really don't want to sell these things that are... Yeah, like these fish. Fine. Sell off the fish. Why not? We are still scraping up against the bottom of the barrel. How much exactly do we need? She can Hearthstone back, so I don't need the money. But I would really like to know, like, hey, I did it. We need 36 total silver.
Greetings.
Yikes. If I sell this, that's 3 silver. Boom. That's worth it. We don't have to hoard that. Okay, so we need about 2 more silver. Okay, sell the juice. A little bit less than 2 silver. We're getting to the point where, okay, I could sell that. Sure. We need a little bit more than 1 silver. Sell the scraps of wool cloth. We're there. Alright. Not too shabby. But there goes, we're not doing any work on our jobs this time. She can't afford it. Okay, so we'll learn swipe. And then we will turn into bear form. And we're going to just hearth right back now because she obviously can't swipe rank 2. Yeah, okay, so that's it. We are going to now go back to Ashranar because our girl, be broke. She can't afford anything else. And I've rescued you guys from having to watch me do this. Like playing with her herbalism. And we're in Astronaut. We're there. Alright, so we do have this quest to pick up. We'll do that in a little bit because I want this, but we also have an aggressive defense. So let's begin there. We'll begin with some solid... And as she really moves her way through this world that way. Yeah, so there is a new expansion, or not a new expansion, a new patch just came out this week. I have not got a chance to even play, other than, I haven't played Warcraft at all this week except on episodes with you guys because of being busy with work, and this is probably the only that I'll play today because, as I mentioned on one of the past couple episodes, I'm a big football guy, and football is back. So even though I'm not a Lions fan or a Chiefs fan per se, I've always, this time of year when they do the kickoff game, I am so starved for real meaningful football games that I'm watching them. Like today, a couple days, well, it must have happened a couple days ago, but I was driving home from work a couple days ago, and I noticed that my car pressure was in my tires, my air pressure was a little bit low. So I was like, huh, well, it's probably just the weather, you know, as the weather temperature fluctuates. Sometimes it happens, it's just normal. It's like, I'll have to fill it up soon. But I was really busy with work, so I was like, whatever, it can wait, it's not very much low. So then the next day, yesterday I woke up and it was like maybe a pinch lower, but not that much. And I was like, oh man, I guess I'm going to have to do this on the way home from work today. So then I ended up having a super long work day, and on the way home, it started off saying the same, and about halfway through the way home, all of a sudden it dropped down from like 36 PSI is where it should be to about 22 PSI. I was like, holy cow, that's not normal. Either someone's letting the air out of the tires in my truck, or did I just pull the whole squad? No. Let's see how this goes with these new moves. he's going to die right off the bat. And I didn't even get that guy with a good enough dot to do anything with it. So I pulled 2 is what happened there. Oh, gosh. Yeah, he lived. He lived and so did I. Okay, so I didn't get to start with a prowl or anything like that. I'm not even supposed to kill the Pathfinders either, jerks. So I got home because I was already like halfway home at that point, and
not enough energy.
At this point, I'm not even going to drop the dot. That's the point. So I had a big screw in my tire. I was like, oh crap, well, I guess I'll have to, I saw it when I got home, so I was like, well, I guess I'm going to see how my car does in the morning, and, yeah, that's it on that. Like, I will see how it does, and, come on. And if it's not, like, good, then, like, if I wake up and my car's, like, fully flat, then I'm just gonna have to catch a ride to work. My daughter works at the same company that I work with and lives with me, so I was like, oh, she'll just have to... We don't normally ride together because we don't always leave at the same time. And I often... Oh, cool, we only need to kill one of those. I usually stay way later than her, too, so... she's not about that. She usually gets to work a little bit before me, but I usually work way later. So I woke up this morning and it wasn't... It was fun. It was the same thing. It was sitting at like 22. So I was like, all right, well,
I don't.
That's fine. I was like, I'll try to just roll it to work. I live about maybe 15, 20 minutes from where I work. So I was like, I'll just roll with it and I'll get it on the way out. So the whole point is how this tied into football is I'm so like desperate and thirsty for football that I'm sitting there waiting while they patch my tire, and I'm just joining random free ESPN leagues, and I'm trying to see on the rotation here if this should come after, and then and only then should I worry about this. Just trying to kind of look at the rotation on it, how it does. Like, I really gotta really try to figure this out. Maybe let's take a peek. Let's take a peek at the rotation. So let's look at feral cat rotation. Should we even bother with that other move? So classic feral rotation. A lot of times you can kind of look at the rotation. Is this regular classic or is this Wrath of the Lich King? Dang it. I'm not paying for premium, come on. Just as well classic. Okay, so it says it's not worth using. You should never use it unless you are already maxed out on energy. This will only ever happen on pull as you're running towards a boss, or if you have to move off the boss due to some fight mechanic such as being feared. So it should be shred. While your rotation usually follows, it's incredibly important to relate your ability usage to your current energy and not a set order. Shred, shred, cat. Shred, shred, cat. Oh, because that fills your energy back up. One shred, ferocious bite. Now, I don't have ferocious bite. And also my fur is not 100 point. Okay, what about... Should you enter the fight with... You will never cast Rake and Rip in a raid. But what about regular? Regular old stuff. So you just don't use Tiger's Fury. Okay, good to go. Yeah, and it doesn't look like you'll ever do... What about... What's the other one called? Shred. Oh, Shred is what you want because you're going to try to always be behind the boss. I see. So when you're soloing, I would guess that we are not using Shred, obviously. We also don't have Bite, so things are a little bit different right now. I gotcha. And since we're doing this rip... Gotcha, so we can go ahead, because I was going to say, I don't feel like this was really helping us. It's not worth the 30 energy, because, okay, what's our DPS, you know, if you look at the damage done by 10 for 6 seconds, what's our attack speed, really? Like, so, well, I don't know, I don't think our attack speed's actually tied to our claws. We'd have to see, how many times do we claw in that amount of time? So we can, so now we can see, okay, we can put that back down to the side. Move all that. Alright, so we really want to be hitting Shred wherever we can. Obviously solo. Oh, and it says we're not really going to be using Rake. So, because what's Rake do? For 35, it does 19. See, I feel like as a solo, you can use Rake. Let's maybe look solo rotation up. I wish they had a little bit more info on that. Wowhead does, I guess. Okay, so power shift, energy, shred, power shift. They're saying the same thing. Single target rotation. Feral Fairy Fire could also be used, and clear casting to help you out. Rip is the strongest. I see. Very weak finisher in vanilla. Doesn't really... See, it's not really helping me. Feral rotation for leveling or dungeons. Fairy Fire to reduce armor. The bleed, then spam the cheap swipe for the rest. Use Rip to spend the points. If not, use Ferocious Bite. Yeah. Okay, so they're saying go ahead and use this one. So we'll just kind of work on our own thing. It looks like, now it does look like it's saying, hey, go ahead and use Fairy Fire. But
I can't do that.
We'll have to see, kind of. And then we just have to kind of sim our own stuff because they don't really care about us. They don't care about us poor non-raiders, basically. Just go ahead. I do like, so that's why it's so important that we also get this, because I see what they're saying. Just shift in and out of that cat form. Now at 60% chance, I feel like that's not worth it. Not yet, anyway. In my humble opinion. Now let's keep an eye on our bleeds and see how fast we kill these people. Okay. Yeah, that dies when he dies, so that was actually more effective to just kill him. So we're actually spending so much time just talking about that. But anyways, yeah, so I'm in there joining all these fantasy football leagues. And just in the lobby, get my cars fixed. So ready to start playing tonight.
Not enough energy.
So I need to buff up. Hot going. My My bleeds are already off this stupid warrior. His armor's off. Cool. Oh, it's because I never hit bleed. That's why his life was so high. At least these guys are pretty set together. What do we have? We do have 2 Ursa. I don't know what the deal is with those guys. Obviously, we have to hit this too. Yeah, they're dodging some stuff. That's why. But yeah, once I get to once we get to a little bit higher level, what's that cloth? So that's good though, because we can sell that. Any silver that we find, silver. Any magic that we find, there's King's Blood. Oh, he must have died. Or no, yeah, we did it in the last episode. I remember now. That was just sloppy. That was sloppy on my part. So that was all tied into the fact that I won't be playing anymore today because I'll get off this and have dinner, and it will be time to turn on the old foosball. And yeah, I don't have any dogs in this fight, but it'll be nice to just. They usually do a big fanfare, you know. Oh, just realized I don't have my horns on. It has apparently worn off already, and then I screwed up getting far enough away. I guess that when you switch over, you can always throw that heal on yourself too. That second rake is whatever it's called. I don't know what that little mini quick heal is that they keep hitting. Quick disease that they keep hitting me with. We're gonna have to go over to the other spot soon because I don't know. We're not finding any Ursa like I did. I found the one Den Watcher. Boom, boom. Yeah, they're doing pretty good about stopping me. Blocking this stuff. What does that do? Strength reduced, which I imagine strength is something of a factor with this character. Yeah, we really need to get bite. I think that's going to be a game changer for us. We do need that. And she moves pretty fast. Between the speed buff, it kind of counteracts a lot of the debuff you get for being in stealth. So it's actually pretty solid. The rotation is pretty good. Can't really complain that much about this build. It does seem, if you look, it's so funny when you look at that rotation, you're like, okay, so my end game rotation is going to be literally 3 buttons. Funny. Okay, so this, I was a little too close to the shaman here. Oops. Got a little claw happy. Got a watermelon. Delish. So I guess that'll be fun. Spamming 3 buttons over and over again. There's 4 guys. I don't trust my... Maybe if I pull from far back. Maybe if I pull like this guy with the fairy fire, we'll see what we can do. Yeah, we didn't even pull all 4. We only pulled 1. Take that all day. But yeah, so it was good. So there is I do have to check it out. I know the last patch, it really didn't do a lot for me. It did that mega dungeon, which I couldn't even play it. I really did try to play it one night, and then I got myself ready to go, and I couldn't get a group. Nobody would pick me up because I haven't been doing enough mythics lately. So, everyone uses Raider.io, and my item level or my Raider score wasn't quite high enough to run that dungeon. So, they just weren't having it. I really could not get the sniff, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to run some mythics to get my item level up enough, and I just don't care. I never did. That's the exact same reason I never did the, and I will do it eventually when we play through retail. But I never did the mega dungeon in Shadowlands either. I've never done that bazaar for that exact same reason. I wasn't playing enough mythics that time. And by the time it came out, I focus on achievement hunting and alts and, all that stuff. So there's just other things I focus on. And next thing you know, the next patches come out and there's other things to do, and I just haven't done that. So this time, we can. This time we can hit, hopefully. Nope. Get it. Okay, so I couldn't do it enough. This time I need to do the reverse. I need to entangle the one and see what I can start with. Okay, that duo we picked up 2 with, so there's not a ton there. Get our energy going. I did not get the energy buff this time. We do have these totemics still. I don't need the Pathfinder, so get out of there. Get out of dodge on that. We do need some warriors still. I think I'm ready to move over to the other camp and see what I can find in that that neck of the woods. But I'm interested in seeing this next patch. It's really just, I'm playing Diablo. I'm trying to get. I'm a little bit bummed about Diablo right now too, because I'm starting to do the math. I'm like, I don't know if I can finish the seasonal journey 100%, but I'm gonna try. It's very time consuming to get a level 100. You'd have to grind a lot, and
Can't do that.
I don't know that I'm gonna have the time in my life to grind as much. I might. I haven't given up hope yet. But go ahead and be strong enough for Uber Lilith at the end. These warriors are just. It makes sense. A warrior in the rock paper scissors game of WoW. Warriors are definitely. They are stronger than rogues. That beats a rogue. There is an Ursa. Oh, that's what I was fighting last time, was the Ursa.
I'm out of range.
Okay, I don't necessarily want to run all. There's a warrior. It must have been an Ursa, because it says I have one. We shall see what we have. This has been a nice little burst of XP, just fighting these guys. I'm about a quarter of the way through. Oh, I'm getting shot by something.
Not enough energy.
Dang it, they're out of.
Ability isn't ready yet.
The dumb Pathfinder. So we can. Oh crap! Now I can't. So we can fight him. Nope. Get off that. I might die because I'm already stunned, and I'm moving in the direction of more of these guys. There we go. Yeah, there I broke the stun. Maybe I can get away. I did. Woo! Had to use a potion. That was a little bit sketch. Okay. Not ideal. But live to fight another day. Kind of try to clear some of the fringes a little bit better.
That ability.
So, coming out with these guys, fight these warriors some. I think our girl is 24. But yeah, so I'm also really happy, like I said at the top of the show, that we are about to finish that And what we're gonna do after that, I don't know how long it's gonna take us. It's 2 books that I want to go through, and I don't know exactly how. The books are long, but they probably are ones that we're gonna skim through rather than read verbatim. Review, discuss, make anecdotal comments on it, stuff like that. Which could be fun, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to more put it on a time limit, sort of like I do these episodes, where there might not be a natural stopping and starting time. So I will just kind of go into a set time, and then just sort of break it down in parts that way. And then we'll see where we are, see how long it takes us. So basically how many hours will it take us to get through that material. When we do our first hour in a couple days, we'll be able to sort of see that and get an idea. And these books are very similar in what they're about. So with the second one, there might be enough overlap that we can. Okay, so that was good. So we did get a warrior here.
Not enough energy.
There might be enough overlap that we can really skip to the second one. Then we're going to start a project, which I'm a little bit hesitant about because I don't know how easy it's going to be to find digital copies of them. So I'm going to look and see, and it might require like a sort of shifting of tacks to where we go back to how I do the Chronicles, where I actually photo the books IRL.
Can't do that yet.
And then we kind of go through, which is fine. It's just going to be a much bigger project than Chronicles, so
Not ready yet.
it's not ideal. That's why we will see. Did I never shred him? Or did the shred already wear off? Killing these guys is something else. This actually has taken a solid amount of time to kill them. I mean, I did do, I wasted 10 plus minutes. Top of the hour. Let's refresh both. I wasted 10 plus minutes at the top of the hour getting my skills and stuff running around Darnassus. Not like wasting, but let's say that's how we spent. Yeah, that strength debuff too. It really kind of hurts us a little bit. But we're getting close. We've killed all our totemics. We need one more Ursa, and then we just need a couple more warriors after this. So we're doing good. Almost done. And we need that totemic. There's an Ursa, so we can go ahead and I'll wait for my life to catch up a little bit. That one seemed to be the toughest thing that we did. So go ahead and hit him. Ooh. Excuse him.
Not ready yet.
Okay, we did get lucky. Oh, come on. Stop blocking, bro.
Lady isn't ready yet.
Got lucky, and we did get the energy. We shifted.
Can't do that yet.
Yeah, hitting him with the fairy fire. We got that helped us. We don't need any more Den Watchers. Just need 2 more warriors. There's one. We should do that. My prowl is on a 10-second cooldown, and typically that doesn't really matter. You only use it for certain situations. Obviously, you're not using it in raids. It appears.
Not ready yet. I don't have enough energy.
Okay. That's also, I think, why it seems like our DPS. I have a bad habit of letting those thorns expire. So I need that where it's like, hey, ding dong, you are about to let your thorns expire. Alert, alert, alert. And because obviously looking at the icons at the top of my screen, not enough for a bozo like me. Alright, 1 more warrior and we have accomplished our mission. I see one right there. Get this bad boy and I think we'll be good. Yeah, baby. I don't know. It's almost like we get the disease just from hitting it. It's like that thing we read about Nifta, where it has like this gross sweat that is acidic and poisons you. It's like these guys have something like that too. I'll never forget in retail, and they might. I think they fixed this by now, but there was a while when you would go. It might have been Ashenvale, where there was a certain, I think the iron bark furbolgs or something like that. Iron furbolgs. They're a set of mob furbolgs that have a permanent thorns enchantment upon them. And there was a time period where right after the level squish happened. So when, I'm sure anybody that plays retail, you guys remember that when it dropped it all down, you took all stats basically got squished for monsters and heroes alike, but specifically the thorns buff on that mob didn't get squished. So you're basically, it didn't matter. You could be above level on these guys, and their thorns were just wrecking your shop. Like, you might be able to beat one at a time, and it was close. And it really depends. Like if you're a melee class or a high DPS, like attacks per second, it would wipe you out. And it made simple quests like what we just did a nightmarish near-death experience where you'd need like to party up and get a healer or constantly be at full strength before every little, which is not the case in retail. Most of the time in retail you can just blow through crap now. So I always think about that when I'm fighting furbolgs, especially in this type of area. But yeah, I'm a little bit curious on this next patch to see how much time. We're getting close to the 1-year anniversary, so we're getting close to the halfway point. I know that Kazi just said, and I might have read this somewhere, that we're going to go, there might be some going into the Emerald Dream. That's cool. I would imagine there's probably going to be a new raid. So there'll be some stuff to do. So I might have to jump back in, do a little bit more. I really, truly have been just lazy and not playing a lot. And I've got to I'm still not fully maxed out with, what are they called? The little mole people. I do have all the baby dragons, and I am like, I think there's 5 ranks of snail racer. I think I've got like 3 out of the 5 done, or 3.5, I don't know. You can do like a point per day, so if I really played every day, which I have not been, it would probably take me like a couple weeks, give or take a couple days, to finish out the snail stuff. Alright, let's turn this in, and we can be so proud of our work here.
Hello. You have done well, adventurer. Thank you.
So well, you're gonna give me cornbread and melon juice. I'm gonna just...
Good luck, friend.
And that's it. I really thank you so much. We did get a few of these, so we can go ahead and work on our bandages, so that's nice. Still a couple of our things. We didn't die either, and we managed to rack up about 30, or actually probably about 20 gold killing them. Plus, there you go, that's even more worthwhile, the killing stuff that we found. So it'd be bully for us, you know. Chandrel's note. Maybe we should. I don't think we ever read that. Oh, we can't read Chandrel's note. Veronis' journal. Oh, we did read that. That's a really long one, and we have not finished that quest, so I do think we still need some of that. All right, so 24 here is the elemental bracers. Right now we're sitting at 68 gold. I don't know that that's going to be enough, but we can make our journey over to that area to pick that quest up. That's a good one for us, and we can look at that little area, see how much the cookbook is going to cost us, because we definitely need that. We can't go forward on cooking until we do that. We need to pick those in the expert cookbook up, and that's one of the 3 expert books we need to buy. Expert fishing is something that we'll also have to do. We should, I guess, fish whenever we see that. Our characters fishing, I believe, is maxed out. Yeah, no, 128. So pretty close. That's something that we'll get in Booty Bay. And then, I want to say it's a Rathi is where you get the expert first aid. And she's obviously lagging behind in that. She hasn't even picked up Journeyman first aid. So, no rush on the first aid for her. So, I think they went too far in the other direction. I just don't... I like this. I like the way professions are now. I think making the resources and the gold costs of leveling up skills, I actually like that. I hate that stressful feeling that as I level up, I might not be able to get all my skills. I don't mind spending the gold on them. That part doesn't... And going to visit a trainer and all that stuff, that part doesn't bother me. I just don't like the stress to where it's like, I don't think... I won't be able to get all of my talents, or all of my skills, rather, and work on my profession, depending on what profession you pick. So, that part is, I don't miss. But I don't like the way that it's been, to some extent, in Shadowlands, and now, where they've made professions be tied into the endgame stuff, so anything you make with your profession early on is worthless. You'll never use it, and then you just would have to spend so much time farming or grinding to contribute to purchase stuff that you would be usable at the end. I feel like there's just... Classically's had like the stuff that you built if you were regularly working on your job. There was a halfway decent chance whatever you built would be useful for a little while. I'm gonna go back and get that King's Blood. I just wanted to have them stop chasing me. Halfway decent chance of that, and then uh-oh, some jerk is out here. And then there were some cool, unique things like the engineer type stuff. I liked all that. Or like every job kind of had its point. Even cooking, the cooking buffs used to matter, and they kind of still do, but even that, to make the biggest feasts, golly, it's just grinding, really. They just want you to grind. And it's not like that. It's not like there was no grinding in Classic WoW, so.
What brings you here?
I don't know. I wonder if it's a constant fight to try to keep people playing. And really, they should just,
what brings you
at this
here?
point, I can afford expert herbalism.
Farewell.
They have alchemy here too. You can learn regulated healing. See, I just can't afford it. There's potions. I could buy some of that stuff. Here's that quest. The Skinner, Hunter Trainer, Butcher, the Baker, and the Candlestick Maker. What? There's some cooking recipes. The Willikers. Where is the person that has that trainer trade goods? There we go. There's the cookbook. 90 silver. 90. So we don't quite have enough. I'm gonna save up.
How may I help?
And then we have those other recipes we really need to. So that's going to take precedence over that. Have you seen the befouled water elementals in our lake, Shelasir? It is a sorry sight, but I do not know where they are coming from. Your name has been mentioned in conversations past. Perhaps you could help me with this problem. The first thing we must learn is who is in control of these elementals.
Take this divining scroll. It can determine the creator of these elementals. But you will need something from them to use as a reagent to focus scroll's magic. Their bracers should do nicely. A few intact bracers from the creatures should be enough. The other bracers will be useless for our purposes, but they may be worth something to a merchant if you wish to sell them.
I do.
Once you have the intact bracers attempt to use the scroll, return to me with the results, and we shall proceed from there.
Alright, because this is right here, I think we could probably... This will probably be our quest that we can work on. Let's get Thorny. Does that make you Thorny, baby? Yeah, baby, yeah. Oh, we only need one set of bracers. I was gonna say, I can't even tell what this guy's back is.
That ability isn't ready.
I can't tell the back from the front.
Not in
Oh, it's immune to bleed, so we will just slash to our heart's content and hopefully die. So then, since we're gonna have the energy up on that, now would be a time when Tiger's Fury would be good. Okay, we got 3 bubbling water. What do we do with that? We can just drink it. Hopefully it sells for a lot, because that's all I care about, man. Can we drink it? I mean, can we sell it? Divining Scroll. If we manage to find attack bracers. Okay, that is just, don't worry about me. I'm just a kitty cat learning how to swim. So we really want to hit with the backstab with these guys, because we can't make them bleed. So then we, yeah, this. So that's cool. That would be an example of when we would want something. I'm guessing. Probably want to go underwater. Guess here. Stealth swimming as a panther. The idea of stealth swimming is kind of interesting to me. I'm just so sneaky, you can't see me moving directly through the water right in front of you. Makes sense. That tracks. Maybe fish don't have good eyesight, or aquatic creatures, including water elementals.
It's too far away.
I don't know. I'm not a water elemental or any other type of fish. Yeah, so I don't know.
Not enough energy.
It doesn't really give us like, oh, kill X number of... There's a damaged water elemental. They did say we can sell that. They promised me. I guess we could break that movement controlling effect if we... you know you fail as a this person in the guild. You know you fail as a warlock when you keep hitting life tap instead of life drain. Oof. Yeah. So everyone's talking about the buff. They're really into that. Only gnomes are known to do that. Well, I have a gnomish warlock.
Ability isn't ready
Okay,
yet.
so we're gonna hit this. I think this is better for this rotation since we can't bleed. And who the heck cares? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, dagnabbit. Uh-oh.
Energy. I don't have
Gee willikers. Okay, cool. I probably should have... hit him with something else, like a fairy fire, or... Oh, my breath is almost gone.
energy. Not ready yet.
Yeah, I had to break that. Ooh, I took a little bit of suffocation damage. Took a little bit. Now, if we take aquatic form, we don't have to worry about that. Nothing from that guy. Inert? Oh, we got it intact. Okay. No, we don't. We have... I have it intact. It says, you'll need the bracers. How many intact do we need? 5. We need 5 intact bracers. Criminy. That's why. I was like, okay, cool. I succeeded in my mission. I have 5. Oh, I don't. Frost chill? I have a debuff. Uh-oh. He got me. You got me, man. You got me.
I can't do that.
Follow me for more advice on how to die as a drain tank block.
I don't have enough energy.
That seems
Ready yet.
like a good use of my time. I probably will do that.
Not
I don't-
enough energy.
Okay, we got another crushed set of dreams. That is our life. I wonder if I just turn aquatic. Yeah, then I don't have to. My breath will come back to me that way. Then I don't have to go up and down. That's actually way smarter. That's more better, smarter. And that's what I'm all about, really, being more, better, smarter, and not smart less. Come on. Stop swimming so slow. cat. It's like you're a cat or something. This is too painful. I don't want to pull both of them. There we go. Let's get this guy. Alright, so he is... We used our Tiger Fury, and it's already out. By the time I can use one claw, it's gone. It's not worth it at all. Really think it might not be. Okay. Oh, seeing it's available for you to use your full kit of moves when you are in that aquatic form. So it's like treating you almost like you're. Yeah, maybe I'll just avoid that. Like I don't know. I don't know that it's even better to use the Tiger's Fury. Because would I rather just over the 6 seconds rip off another claw?
I don't have enough energy.
Okay, let's get one of these going. Okay, let's see where we're at. Then I need to be able to switch. Look, it doesn't, it's not, I wonder if it's keeping track of how much mana I have to be able to switch back over into one of those other forms, because it's not saying I can't switch over. Yeah, so I don't know. Actually, I don't know that we're going to have enough time. We'll probably just resume this. I'll kill a couple more. But due to time constraints, I think if we actually tried to get all the other 4, we'll be, you know, we could be down here another 20, 30 minutes. And it's all right. We'll pick up on this next time. And we'll go in there and sell, so we'll start to get kind of an idea of how much money we can get. They did say you feel free to sell these inert bracers. I mean, they promised me that was okay. And so we will do just that.
Not ready yet. I can't do that yet.
In the weeds there, just playing around. I think it would be actually like freakishly horrifying to fight water elementals underwater like this. But we did some important stuff on this episode today. We really killed those totems, those furbolgs, and it seems. Dang it. Seems a little bit like we didn't accomplish that much, but I think it's worthwhile. I think it was, you know, that was one of the longer ones, and we started to make progress in this area. Some of these others, we did do our leveling up, so that takes part of an episode when I do that on camera with you guys. So I don't always do that because I feel a little guilty sometimes when we spend our camera time that way. But also, you know, it's part of the experience, and we did get to see. She won't have to do that for a couple more levels, although she is already halfway to 25. So if you think about it like that way, like we got half a level on this episode, and that's pretty impressive when you think about the grand scheme of things, because the higher you get, the smoother the level stuff will go. Alright, so let's see if we can get at least one more, but this is what we'll pick up and do next time. We'll swim, and maybe I'll be more entertaining it for you guys. I feel like I wasn't bringing my A game today. I honestly, you know what, I felt shook from the start of this episode, and I think what it was is I saw that the new patch came out, and I literally felt like guilty. I was like, oh man, like it almost stressed me out. Like I haven't been playing that, and now this next one's out, and I don't, you know, I'm gonna have to play that soon and work that into my schedule and my rotation of games, and that's not a healthy way to be. I just gotta enjoy it as it comes. So we made our way through. We only got one intact, bracer, but let's go ahead and sell some of this stuff and see where we're at. If we're at 90, that's cool. Then we can get the expert cookbook. That'll be fun. Yeah, at least the weekend's coming up, so that's good. Excited about that. I always like that. Tomorrow We will finish off that Dungeons and Dragons. Also very cool. Excited about that. We can sell right to her, and maybe we'll be at 90 right now.
I am honored.
So for this bubbling water, couple silver, it's like nothing. So we got like a silver. We get more from the silk cloth. I'm going to sell that too. So we're not even close to being there. They really got our hopes up. I think by the time we finish this episode, we only need 22, and she might give us some. She might pay us a little bit, maybe not, because she's like, you can just sell the trash you get. All right, we've done it. We have another episode in the pipe, 5x5. Our old Shalacir has kind of worked her way through. We did this quest. We're working on this lovely long one. The next time that we come play, we've got this Culling the Beast, so we have this one to work through, and then we'll start probably working over in this area where we get the staff that we put together. I don't think we're quite ready for these yet, but I think maybe even before we do those, we'll start setting our sights on Black Fathom Deeps. That'll be fun to do too. So we also have the Tower of Alphalax that we've got to take care of. Actually, we should probably do that. We'll do that in the next episode. So for sure on the next episode, we'll finish this. That might even send us back to Darkshore. And we'll kind of see where we go from there. But thank you everyone so much for watching, for listening, for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you all next time on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft. Peace.